Hi everyone, welcome to my FAB Five workout series, and today's episode is about the biceps. So 5 exercises for the biceps. You can pick and choose which one you want to do. So let's get started with the workout. So guys, the first exercise in our routine happens to be a dumbbell bicep curl. Now this exercise needs a dumbbell for sure, and you can start this exercise with 2 grips. One is a supine grip, which is the palms are facing in front, and the other one is a hammer grip or a thumbs up grip, where you can face the palms towards your body. It serves the same purpose, but depending upon situation, depending upon your goals, you might have to change the position or so. So let me demonstrate to you 3 reps of each, and then I'll discuss things further about this exercise. You grab the dumbbells, stand with your core completely activated, chin parallel to the floor, chest lifted, shoulder blades retracted, lumbar neutral, knees soft, and I take the dumbbell up and I come down slowly. I don't bring the weights down fast. I breathe out when I take the dumbbell up. I breathe in when I take it down. Now I will demonstrate to you with the supine grip, which is my palms are facing towards the mirror. So make sure that your negative speed, which is coming down speed, is always controlled. You don't come down with a jerk. You don't rock your elbow back and forth. Otherwise, the pressure of that particular dumbbell is getting divided with other muscles, and your biceps are not effectively working. So this is how you do the dumbbell bicep curls. So guys, the next exercise in our routine is the EZ bar curls. Now, as the name suggests, you have to use an EZ bar. Why is it called an EZ bar? Because it is easy on the wrist. So there are some individuals who have mobility issues around the wrist, and there are some individuals who have something called as valgus angle at the elbow, which is when they extend their arms completely straight, they cannot keep their forearm in line with the upper arm. So the forearm deviates laterally. And for such individuals, a straight bar doesn't work. If they do exercises using the straight bar, they will end up compensating from their shoulder. So that is a complete no-no. And hence you use an EZ bar for such individuals, because it's easy to hold and it's easier on the whole structure. So the exercise goes like this. I hold it slightly wider than the shoulders. I will give you a profile view again. Keep the elbows soft at the starting point. Wrist is neutral, cervical neutral, chest lifted, shoulder blades retracted, lumbar neutral, knees soft. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in. Make sure that no other joint except your elbow is working in this exercise. No sort of rocking from the lower back, neither from the elbows should happen. And this is how you do the EZ bar curls. The following exercise is a rope hammer curl. Now this exercise can be done with a dumbbell as well. I am just trying to give you options of different equipments which can be used to work the bicep. So let me demonstrate a few reps. You have to hold the rope with a hammer grip, which is where the thumbs are pointing up. Keep your knees soft. All the core activation points engaged, and take this rope in front of your respective shoulder and come down. So you breathe out when you take it up, you breathe in when you take it down. If you can see, I have kept a slight hip flexion, slight knee flexion. So I've kept my core activated at all points of time when I'm doing this exercise. I am not bringing any other joint into picture, so no compensatory movement happening from any other joint. And this is how you do the rope hammer curls. The next exercise in our routine is a one-arm dumbbell preacher curl. Now, I am doing a modification as compared to what you see in the gym. There are specific preacher benches for this particular exercise, and people do it with a barbell as well, or there is a preacher machine as well. So since my setup doesn't have that. I am modifying and trying to emulate the same effect. And the exercise goes like this. I need to first decide a particular angle where I can lean in front and lock my armpit there so that there is no sort of gap when I take the dumbbell up or down. So the starting position is this way. You can do a hammer grip as well. You can do a supine grip as well, depending upon your goal. So I'm showing you both. If you have to do a supine grip, you would be doing it this way. Just make sure that the shoulder, elbow, and the wrist are going in a straight line. See how I have adjusted my body position so that I am not arching my back and kept my joints soft. If I want to have a hammer grip, I can do it this way. Make sure that you control the negative, so your weight is extremely important what weight you take, because if you take too heavy a weight and if you cannot control the negative, this can end up injuring your biceps. So this is how you do a one arm dumbbell preacher curl. So guys, the next and the last exercise which I'll be covering is the cable curls. I will also be showing you a reverse cable curl which works majorly on the forearms. So the cable curls is where you are holding the small bar with a supine grip, and the reverse curls is where you're holding it with a prone grip. So here goes the demonstration. Where do you hold the bar? You hold it at its farthest point. If you have a wider bar, then of course, please hold it shoulder width apart. Before starting the set, keep your elbows soft, unrack that weight, keep your core completely activated, curl it up and come down. Try and maintain a neutral wrist. So it's up to you whether you are comfortable holding this grip or a true grip, as long as you are able to keep your wrist absolutely neutral. It shouldn't go into an extension, neither it should go into too much of a flexion. Now, I will be demonstrating to you a reverse curl. So as I suggested, this is more on my forearms. If you can see, it's working more on my extensors. Of course, the biceps are working in this as well, but the focus shifts more on the forearms. See to it that you don't do an extension in this, otherwise the whole purpose of the exercise is lost. So this is how you do the cable curls or the cable reverse curls. So guys, these were my 5 exercises for the biceps. You don't need to necessarily do all 5 of them at one go. You can pick and choose. Let's say if you're used to doing 2 exercises for biceps or 3 exercises for them, please pick and choose any of these 3 and keep alternating between them, as long as you are targeting the bicep brachii, the brachialis, and the brachioradialis. Most of these exercises are targeting all of them, so there shouldn't be an issue. But the important thing is the form and technique has to be maintained at all points of time. People go crazy when it comes to biceps and they lift extremely heavy weights, so that shouldn't be the case. It should be in proportion to the other muscles as well. Please try these exercises. Do a rep range which is either from endurance to hypertrophy to strength, which is, you can peak it down from 15 to 12 to 8 or so, depending upon your goals. 2 to 3 sets, as I always suggest, and do let me know how your experience was doing these exercises. Until next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.